Good morning, everyone. Amy Lyon from New Life Mission, and we are out on the bench. We've been out here maybe 17 hours now having great conversations in our community. And right now we have Roseann Cryer with us, and she's going to share a little bit. She's a volunteer for New Life Mission and also has a pretty incredible story of foster care, foster parenting.
Yes.
I'm not going to give it all away. So, Roseann, why don't you take it away and tell us a little bit about who you are?
Well, I'm a mom of 4. I've been married to my husband for 20 years now. And I was born and raised on Guam. And my birth mom, she passed when I was younger. And that is why I was in the foster care system. So I had multiple foster parents. I have foster parents that, as an adult, they adopted me. But I did age out of the foster care system in North Carolina.
Okay.
And
How was that for you?
I would say it made me grow up very fast.
Okay.
You know, it made me grow up really fast and be responsible and take control of my life. Now, people, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that.
Well, leave it to me to ask the question. So,
I mean, it was hard.
yeah. The reason I ask is many women who've come to our program, where we are now used to be Hacienda Girls Ranch, and that was for girls in foster care. So we've actually had some moms come to our program now many years later with children who were in that program. And, there's some beautiful stories of adoption and, foster families stepping in. And then there's the hard stories of, not great care or bouncing from foster family to foster family.
For sure.
So, do you have siblings?
Yes, I do. There was 8 of us. I do have a brother who had a very similar situation where he went from home to home. He was in a home where he wasn't cared for. There wasn't food. The woman was just doing it for the money.
Right.
And this was in Oklahoma, but he had mentor parents. And those mentor parents essentially adopted him. Like I still know them. His kids call them, grandma and papa or whatever.
That's wonderful.
There's those other people sometimes, don't want to give foster parents a bad rap, right? A lot of them do great things.
Absolutely.
And like you said, there's some amazing stories and there's some really sad ones. But you just never know. But the community and the people you surround yourself with are huge.
Yeah. Were your siblings able to stay together?
Not really.
Okay.
We were kind of split up. Some of us were together for a short period of time.
Okay.
But on Guam, there's not really foster parents because it's so small, and you just ended up with people that you know. So my parents, when I say my parents, they adopted me in my 30s. They were my foster parents for not even a year. But they were friends of our family. My mom was actually there when I was born. She was my birth mom's friend.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
you just never know. So there's not really official foster families because it's just so small. And a lot of time the community cares for the children that need it.
Come together, right?
Yeah.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Takes a
for sure.
village. So do you do foster parenting now?
No, me and my husband did become certified when we lived in Virginia, and then when we moved here to Florida, we decided to adopt. So we have 2 that we adopt and 2 that are biological.
Wonderful.
And the 2 we adopted were biological siblings. That was kind of a rule. When we adopted, we wanted a sibling, biological siblings.
Okay.
So,
I love that.
yeah.
So the importance of foster care too, and I don't know if you know statistics in Florida, but there aren't enough
No, there's not.
foster. So from your knowledge, and then I would like to go into volunteering and all the wonderful things you've done, but Um, if somebody's thinking that they might like to get into foster care and they're nervous, what is the first step for them?
Well, for them here in Florida, it's contacting your local office. So for us, we contacted the Brevard office. It's in Florida, not all states are like this, but it's privately run by different organizations. So when we did it, it was called Empower, but it's different. And so we went through our local, we got our home study and all those things done. They have tons of training. You have to go before you even get your home study. You have to do a federal training that is required. That no matter what state you live in, it's the same training. So we did that training in Virginia, but when we moved here, we did it again because it had been so long.
Okay.
So they definitely give you a lot of resources, and they really do. I felt very supported in that process of adopting.
Yeah. And I think foster parents have a network
For
too,
sure.
helping each other going through difficult times. I mean, that's what we really need, right? In anything is a network.
Yes.
And for us, volunteers are a great network
Yeah.
at New Life Mission. How did you learn about us?
Actually, I met Stacy.
Okay.
She goes to the church we attend, and I met her because I have teenagers, and there's not a lot of people at church that have teenagers.
Yeah.
So, we were in a similar life stage, and we became friends, and I found out what she was doing, and I was like, I want to do this too.
Yeah.
Like I want to serve in this way in our community. I definitely feel like we need to serve in our community, not just in those things that we like.
Right. Right. So what roles have you served in at New Life Mission?
I provided meals twice. I'm new at the volunteer, so I haven't done much, but I have brought meals 2 times with a friend. She helped me cook them, and then last week I taught a cooking class to the ladies, and that was super fun.
So the meals, on Tuesday nights, we have Bible study for the moms, and the children are in our Kids Academy. And then Thursday nights, we're now doing parenting classes for our moms. And the great thing that we love to do for the moms is that when they're coming to these life skills classes, they don't have to make dinner because we have someone from the community. So it's one night that they're not cooking or thinking about what they're gonna, if they're working, rushing home and getting dinner ready for their kids. So that is a really cool opportunity to be able. So normally on a day-to-day basis, they're learning the life skill of making their own meals.
Yeah.
So you came and you taught cooking. What did you guys make? And we're in the splash zone.
They wanted a baking class.
Okay.
So I brought cupcakes and we decorated them together.
Okay.
But I did very detailed on how to measure things, because a lot of people mess up baking because they don't know how to measure.
Okay.
Like flour is measured different than oil, in a different kind of cup and in a different way. And then brown sugar is packed and not fluffed like flour, those kinds of things. And they were blown away. They're like, why did nobody teach us this?
Right.
So they were very excited to go home and try them. I brought some recipes, and then we just chatted and we asked questions. What do you like to make? What do you want to make? What are your questions? And it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. So
spending time with them, did any of them share their stories? Any of them share?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, a few of them. I mean, I had been there before, and we had dinner with them one of the nights, and that was, a little harder. They weren't as open, right? Felt like I was interviewing them, like, how many kids do you have? What do you do? Do you have siblings? All these things.
Yeah.
But this time it was a lot more natural.
I think there's a trust factor.
For sure.
So they know you. You're now safe.
I've been there 3 times. They've seen my face. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see them talk about their jobs or their struggles with their kids or those different things that you would tell a friend but not a stranger.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So people who are interested in volunteering anywhere, not just New Life Mission or Cedar Rescue Mission, what do you recommend? How do they get out there and find something?
I felt like New Life Missions, it was just like I went online.
Yeah.
I mean, the websites, a lot of places have the website, or reach out, call them and just say, hey, what can you do? I feel like there's so many opportunities to serve in the community, and you think, oh, I just have an hour or two a month. You know what? You can make a meal an hour or two a month.
Right.
Like you don't have to volunteer for 5 hours a week or
Exactly.
something crazy.
Exactly.
You can do what you can do. And maybe some places they do have a requirement, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But even like, animal shelters, I've seen, a lot of them, we rescued our dog from an animal shelter, but they say, oh, we need, volunteers, but you have to work a minimum of so many hours a week.
Right.
New Life Mission doesn't have that.
No. And Cedar Rescue Mission too, we're like, come on, come all.
Yeah.
And there's so many different areas.
Yeah.
So I really recommend that people, if they have a specific area. Otherwise, our volunteer coordinator, Jessica, she takes people on a tour. You probably had a tour.
I did.
There's opportunities in facilities, Kids Academy, working one-on-one with the moms. We have a Transform Shop Sewing Center. Did you get to go in there?
It was closed the day I came.
Okay. So
I'm
we're
very excited to see that.
Yeah, where our moms repurpose denim, and they're getting crafty, and there's a therapy in that.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
So, yeah. Anything else you want to share for the people watching? We're so grateful for you volunteering. Sometimes we think when we volunteer that we are going to the place and we're helping them.
Yeah.
But what we get in return, what
It's
do you
huge.
get in return from
It's huge,
volunteering?
the joy and the, just the connection I feel that I've gotten, because they're real people too.
Absolutely.
And they're in the community, they're becoming nurses, and they're becoming social workers. Like the one lady told me, oh, I'm going to be a social worker. She's so excited. And it's like, she could have been my social worker for my kids, right? You don't know. And they're part of our community as well. And so it's just integrating in that is huge.
We have, nursing is very much needed in this community. So we have many people going to nursing school. We actually have someone who graduated our program that's an EMT.
Oh, that's awesome.
So tough little lady. And, legal, paralegal, insurance. These people are scattered throughout our community.
Yeah.
And the difference between you and me and them may be that they have a support system that could catch them when they fall.
Yeah.
Or, how many of us haven't been one paycheck away from losing everything?
All of us.
All of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. I think we all need that support. We all need that community. Mm-hmm. And for me, when I was aging out of the foster care system, I was losing my living situation. I was living with one of my older sisters at the time, and they were moving. Her and her husband were moving away. He was in the military. And if I didn't have that community support, I would have been homeless. Yeah. I was trying to go to college. I was trying to work a job, and I had nowhere.
Right.
And I had a roommate set up, and she didn't show up and said, I'm not going to do it now.
So life happened.
Yeah, life happened. And you just don't know. So having those friends, I moved in with some friends, and it was huge. And it was only for a short time, but that got me back on my feet. Mm-hmm. So yes, that support system is huge, because them being nurses, whatever they are in the community, they can also become my support system.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming out and everything you do for the mission and for the community.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. So, John, I'm going to sing to you. All right, let's just, you know what? I'm going to share for people a little bit about New Life Mission. We serve homeless women with children, residential setting for up to 2 years. And while they're with us, they're learning life skills like cooking, and they are learning financial coaching. I think most of the world could use a little financial coaching, how to budget. Our moms are budgeting, they're saving the amount of money our moms are able to save once they realize that how much Starbucks costs and how much all those things cost. That's really a focus of our program. So
For sure, because that's their safety net.
yeah.
It's the community and what they have in the bank.
Yep. So parenting life skills, they tell us a lot of times too what they need. And we have one-on-one case management. Mental health is huge.
For sure.
Yeah. Mental health counseling and yeah. And then we have Cedar Rescue Mission out here with us today, serving the men in the community. They also serve women with children, and they focus on addiction, where our program doesn't take anyone in active domestic violence or active addiction. So we're partnering with all of the agencies in the area. What you were saying, community, connection.
Yes.
We're better together. We're not meant to do this alone.
Yeah, and if you can't serve them, somebody else can. And
Yeah.
because you have that resource to point them in those directions, those connections, this is the person you need to talk to.
Yeah.
That's huge. It gives them that hope.
Yeah, exactly. And if someone can't donate their time, if they can't volunteer, there's always ways to donate financially.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Well, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back with you.